Hi friends, welcome to my new video. Today it's a requested recipe, a fruit cake, an eggless whole wheat fruit cake. So for that here I am taking 150 grams of whole wheat flour. In the measuring cup it is 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons. I am using a 250 ml measuring cup. So spooning in the whole wheat flour, and then we will level the uh, top using the spoon. So before taking the flour from the bottle, we have to stir the flour well so that the flour fluffs up a little. Now into this we'll add 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, because we don't want the fruit cake to be very soft and fluffy. We need a fruit cake which is firm. So we'll add only 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and mixing it well using a whisk. We can also sift the flour. Keep it aside, and now we'll measure the sugar. Here I am taking about 60 grams of sugar, 4 tablespoons of sugar. Using 4 tablespoons of sugar, the cake will be nice and sweet. If you don't want much sweetness, you can reduce the quantity of sugar. You can take 2 tablespoons instead of 4 tablespoons, and instead of white sugar, brown sugar or jaggery can also be used. Now into a bowl we'll take 2 cups of mixed fruits. Here I have already mixed some fruits: black raisins, golden raisins, glazed cherries, figs, prunes, cranberries, currants. Here I am taking 2 cups, that is about 330 grams of fruits. You can use fruits of your choice, but it is better to use how much ever fruits you are using, half of it should be raisins. I have also used dates and citrus peels, ginger, glazed ginger also. I have already shared soaking of fruits in the channel. If you are interested, please do check it. And then into this we'll take 150 grams of butter. Here I have used half of the butter I've used is salted, so I'm not adding salt. If you're using unsalted butter, add a pinch of salt, about half a teaspoon of salt. Now into this we'll add half cup of water, that is 125 ml of water, and the condensed milk. Here we are making the cake using condensed milk. This is a 210 gram pack. So the entire packet of condensed milk we will use in this. Pour it into the bowl, and then we'll have to boil this fruit mixture, fruits along with butter, condensed milk and some water. Adding the sugar also. I have shared many fruit cake recipes in the channel. Whole wheat flour cakes, fruit cakes with soaked fruits, then jawar flour fruits, eggless fruit cake also. Now we'll let it boil. Once the bubble starts coming, we'll then boil this for 5 minutes. After it starts boiling, we'll boil the mixture for 5 minutes, and then we will allow this to cool down completely. It will take almost an hour for it to cool down. Now we'll line a 7-inch cake tin. Brushing it with some butter, and then I'm just putting the butter paper, or we can also dust it with some flour. An 8-inch cake tin can also be used, but then the height of the cake will not be that much. Today we'll be baking the cake on stove top, so I have kept this vessel on the stove, putting some salt into it, and then we'll preheat it for about 10 minutes on medium flame. In the oven, it will be about 160 to 170 degrees Celsius. The cake will take more than 1 hour for baking, because we have lot of fruits in the cake, so we'll have to bake it at a lower temperature so that it doesn't burn. Now into this I have added 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and a few drops of pineapple essence. You can also add some spice mix into this. For that we can take 1 inch cinnamon, 4 cloves, and 1/8 of a nutmeg. You can powder it and add it to get the perfect taste of the fruit cake. Mix it well. Now the fruits have absorbed the water. Now we'll add some more water to adjust the consistency. Now into this we'll add the flour and mix it in. This is such an easy cake, so please do try the recipe. Now we'll add some water to adjust the consistency. Depending on the fruits taken, the water which gets absorbed will differ. Adding 2 tablespoons of water at a time. I have added 2 more tablespoons. So totally I have added 8 tablespoons of water to get the right consistency. If you would like to see any other recipes, please do put it in the comment box so that I can try sharing those recipes with you. So this should be the consistency of the batter. Now we'll transfer this into the prepared tin. Now we'll level the surface. And now we'll keep it in the oven setup. I have tried baking without the salt, but I think adding salt while baking will allow the heat to stay in the vessel, and it allows baking properly. I feel, I don't know. I'm just experimenting with baking on stove top. I've always been baking in the oven itself, because I have many people who are asking for asking to show baking on stove top. I just kept this for a wait so that heat doesn't escape. Now it took 1 hour for the cake to bake. Now the cake is baked well. Now we'll allow the cake to rest for quite some time. It is better to allow it to rest overnight, and then the next day we can take it and slice it. Only then the flavors will get balanced and the cake will nicely set, and the both the texture and the taste of the cake will increase with time. So it is better to keep it overnight and then slice it. Now the cake is cooled completely. Let us unmold the cake. It is perfectly baked and a really easy and delicious cake. And also we have used whole wheat flour, and instead of white sugar you can very well use brown sugar or jaggery. And the cake is slicing also very well. It is better to use a serrated knife while cutting fruit cakes. The cake is not crumbly. The cake is nice, soft and moist. The fruits are spread evenly. So please do try the recipe. I'm sure you will like it. Regarding the sweetness, the cake is very sweet, is nice and sweet. So in case you don't want that much sweetness, you can reduce the sugar to 2 tablespoons. Please do try the recipe and let me know how it turns out. Thank you for watching. See you with a new video. Bye. Please do leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box.